Okay, hey guys, how's it going? I know I didn't plan on making another one of these videos so soon after the last one, which was on Saturday. I'm not too sure when this will upload. It should be Tuesday, if not Monday, which is the night I'm recording it. It's currently 10:30 at night, not even in the morning. There's a storm going on outside. But as you can see, I know I said in the last video I wouldn't do it, and I'd spend more time on the Vulture. But I have decided to make the Iron Man Mark 47. I took a look at some of the images and I realised how different it was from the one I had, and how just all in all the one I had originally done wasn't detailed enough. But I'm going to tell you how I made this one, and the kind of paint I used, because I found out that some paint doesn't really seem to stick to the plastic of a stikbot. So to start off with, I used the same foam as last time. I used the air foam, or the air clay I think it is, and I modelled that, and then I went over with my screwdriver to add all the little indents and details, which is this. And there's like a little magnet bubble. It's not focusing very well, but there's a magnet bubble that I have that I added onto the bottom here, and it just allows me to get more grip on it so I can do more precise movements with it. So that's how I actually got like the sculpting done, and there's a lot of sculpting all around the side of the head as well. Like will it pick it up? There you go. You can see all the sculpting I had to do around the corner, and I'm pretty sure most of that is accurate to the Hot Toys figure. I know his eyes look black right now, but that's only because he's so close. He does actually have white in his eyes. But there's a lot of sculpting all the way through there. There's some sculpting in here. You can see the little indents. Those need to be painted silver. I completely forgot to do that though. The gold is indented. And that little black is permanent marker. So that's how I got all the detail in. All the black except for the bit on the face is permanent marker. The bit on the face was an acrylic Master Collection paint that I just used with a safety pin. This one. This kind of pin. I opened it, and to get into all the little grooves I'd made, I'd put paint on the end. You can still see the paint on the end. I put paint on the end. It won't focus because it's such a small item, but I put paint on the end and I started painting into the grooves, and I spread it with the very tip of the pin. But the paint I actually used for like the gold and the red was the Citadel, which I think is for like a Dungeons and Dragons type game. Correct me if I'm wrong, I have absolutely no idea. I just popped into a toy store, saw this, and I was like, okay, that'll do. But these are the two that I used. The gold is the Auric Armour Gold. Not sure what that means in terms of the game, because I know this is paint for the models in the game. And the red is the Wild Rider Red. And once again, that's just the Citadel layer. And the website for it is gamesworkshop.com. Don't know if that's any use to any of you, but that's the paint I used. For the silver, I originally used a base coat of a silver acrylic graduate type paint just from an ordinary art shop, but it started to slip off. So what I did is I actually went over with my silver Sharpie, and that just filled in everything that was missing. Now I'm aware that this video's hit 4 minutes already, but I want to tell you how I actually did this, and there's a couple things that I'm really proud of here. Like most of these lines, I actually tried to somewhat replicate. The arm ones, there weren't too many like lines on the arm, so I just kind of did one of the lines that I could see, and there was like a darker grey, which is where I've put this black spot. But I have done his eyes and his little chest arc reactor with this glow-in-the-dark paint. It's called Aqua. Yeah, the colour is Aqua glow-in-the-dark paint. It's from Super Paint, and it's this stuff. That's the paint I used, and I'll see if I can quickly show you. I'm going to shut off the lights for a minute. I have a UV torch, so that will change their colours a bit. It changes all the colours of stikbots, which is really strange, but it's really cool as well. Can you see? Yeah, you can see everywhere that I put glow-in-the-dark paint. But this stuff's really, really good. Because you can see that it's glowing there. There you go. So it does glow a lot. And his little eyes do, and so does his chest. Because you can, there you go, you can see it there. You can see his chest more than anything, because there's a lot on his chest, and there's a little tiny bit on his eyes. There you go. There's also someone here, which I didn't show you, because I did it after the video yesterday. Or Saturday even. But he does glow in the dark as well. The Vulture helmet does. Because I've made the Vulture helmet, and I've done a couple bits for it. But all in all, that's the main part of this. And one of my favourite parts is actually his helmet. Because for the movie, I wanted to be able to have it so... Like in the movie, I wanted to be able to have it so you can take the helmet off. So it took a little while after, and it's still kind of hard to get off because I had to repair it and make it a little bit tighter. But it does come off, like that. And you can kind of see on the inside, there are the marks from the screwdriver because it seemed to bond with the plastic. It didn't ruin any of the paint job, but it bonded with the plastic and it was quite hard to get off. So I just put a screwdriver under the gaps and I tore that out. But I think I got a little bored while I was starting to make this. And I did Tony Stark's little goatee and moustache with a little smirk in the corner of his mouth. Just because I thought it'd be quite funny. But no, the helmet just pops back on after, like that. And it just sits there. But there's all these little details going around the sides. And there's all the little details in the chest and everything, and all on the arms. But I did have a lot of fun making that. I finished that tonight, actually. And the main thing that I wanted to show in this, although it's not finished, I did spend a little while, and, oh, sorry, dropped him. I'm really proud of what I have so far, because it's only the base, but this is a good base to work with, because I can build off of it. I've only painted the eye pieces so far. Will it focus? There you go. So that's his helmet. The Vulture's helmet. And once again, these eyes do glow in the dark, so I'll see if I can quickly show you that. There you go, you can see where the glow in the dark paint is. And if I quickly do this, there you go. They glow green, like his eyes do in the movie. So I thought that would be just a really fun thing to add. And with his face, although it's nothing like to do with making it look like the movie, I made him look quite evil. You can see that I added like little flicks here and there to his eyes. And I've added his claws and everything. Like those are his claws. He's got 3 prongs on his claws, I found out after I'd added 4. So I had to cut 2 off and then put a centered one. But the actual wings and everything, this is what I've got. So obviously it's massive, because it won't even fit on this screen. So you can kind of see it, and I also made these so they move. They're just held in place with butterfly pins. But these little feathered edges here, each of these is the right number and they're symmetrical, because I made sure that they were even, because I drew around one to create the other. But that's how big it is. If I had a ruler or something with me, I'd measure it. I mean, I have one, but it's a meter stick and it'd knock everything else off my desk. But this guy's absolutely massive. He's by far the hardest one I've done. And also, yeah, this guy's helmet comes off as well. But something I do really want to show you is the backpack. Here. Because I think that's the most detailed part of his wings so far. I've got the kind of like jet shaping in. So that's where his little fans or jets or whatever they are going to go. But no, those are his claws, and they actually do support his weight. Because the idea of me adding those in was so that he can hold himself up. But I'm going to stop this short just before it hits 10 minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and the next update will be the Vulture finished and painted, which should be sometime during this week if I get around to it. But thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more content, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.